Take two. This is the second time I am attempting to do this message because I gave out all these like wonderful stories and stuff about how divine, timing ended up making my evening happen and running into people and like going from putting an intention of wanting some concert tickets out there, not knowing how it was going to happen, to having the tickets not just show up, to reconnecting with people, having the tickets upgraded on the day of going. Like, last night was definitely a divinely timed and orchestrated thing of events. I think I'll probably go ahead and post the other one as a separate video, so we'll just call this part 2 and the other one part 1, because it is a really fucking cool story and I would love for you guys to hear like how it came about. But like, I had an amazing time last night. So to continue off of where I just left off previously, which is a good thing, because hey, if you want to hear the story part, you can do part 1. If you just want to do the reading part, then hey, part 2. So with that being said, something that I noticed from the last reading, and I was talking to my soul tribe about it, and I was like, I just did it. I didn't even think about it, and the sun is coming up right now. I can see the light changing through the windows. It's so pretty. But yeah, let me go ahead and open my window real quick and I'll talk and while I'm doing that. So I can't multifunction right now apparently, because I can't walk and talk, or I can't walk and chew gum at the same time right now. So you guys just get to look at my cat. So train of thought, I am very much in ADHD land right now, so I'm having a hard time. Oh, okay, getting back to just like knowing how to do things instinctively, like not knowing how you know how to do it, but just doing it because it feels right. So I was reviewing the little, for lack of a better term, ritual that I did at the beginning of the last reading to protect myself from all of the energies. And of course, here we go with the masculine male energy. With my masculine male energy of my house wanting to come in and mess with the very things that I was getting ready to talk about. So he can go on about his business. My soul tribe brought me these as extra protection. So I am already burning this. Copal for negativity, Palo Santo to attract positivity. But the white sage and the dragon's blood are for getting rid of negativity. And let me tell you, so I'm going to go ahead and burn that now. Let me tell you, the negativity, the toxic masculinity that we felt after coming out of that, it was very, very, very much there. And I don't believe in coincidences. I believe that when things happen, they happen for a reason. So on our drive home, one, I was also I was also contacted. So there's the fire and there's the air. You guys see it. Here's the fire, here's the air. Elements of my protection. On the way back, we were driving down 29 for anybody that's familiar with the area. And the deer, like that's my thing about driving around here at nighttime. The deer around here will mess your car up more than a person will. So going about 65 miles an hour down 29 at like 12:30 at night, all of a sudden this buck just comes right out in the front of us. Right out in the front of us. I swear, I kid you not. Had I not have caught it, just instinctively caught it, and I didn't even have my high beams on, I just happened to see it fast enough to be able to slow down. It was right there in front of our car. We would have hit it. We would have. But I saw it fast enough to be able to slow down. It stopped in front of us. I drove around it towards the left, and it went back into the woods, and we proceeded. That happened not long after the whole toxic masculinity meeting in the Sheetz parking lot with homeboy from the parking lot at the concert that needed to show everybody how masculine he was with his girlfriend and his caveman affection mode that he was in. But anyway, so after we had our encounter with him, that's when the entire night started to change. It was like no matter what we did, every turn we went, as soon as we would get to a point of like, or at least myself, as soon as I would get to a point of like getting my energy leveled back up or in a place of happiness, something would happen to immediately affect it to try to pull me out of that frequency. And it worked. By the time we got into Lynchburg, I was overstimulated and in a badass mood. We were supposed to go to Sheetz. I got the Sheetz. I was overstimulated. It was like I could hear everybody's conversation and the most negative things just were coming to me too quickly, to the point that I was just like, I don't even want to eat. I'll just go home. I just need to hurry up and get home and get back into my bubble, get back around Vader, get in my home, like decompress and get this energy off. Because I'm an empath. I just came from a concert full of a bunch of people that I don't know, taking on a bunch of energy. Like, although I had a good time, I still took on a lot of energy. So definitely cleansing out all the negative energy that I may have brought with me. But attracting more situations like what happened. Like, thank you so much. And I'm going to shout you out. Yaz and Tiff, Tori, I appreciate you guys. I'm so happy we reconnected, and I am hoping to attract more opportunities like that. But back to the ritual. You guys saw that was air and fire. So another way I have been actively trying to cleanse, water. So third element. So we got fire, air, water. What did I do with it? Clove, earth. Now, if you were here for the last one, and also crystal, clear quartz. Now, this is a different one. This one is a lot more natural, as you can see, than the other one that I had. So I hit up all the elements. I'm not going to chew on the clove because I really don't need all of that. But that's the 4 elements. So we got earth, fire, wind, water. Sounds like Captain Planet. Go Planet! Okay. Yes, you guys, I just told you exactly which age group I came from. I'm going to go straight into the reading, though. I like the energy. It feels good. I'm going to use this. By the way, I also got this book from my friend, too. Like, it's such a flashback. It's like the Reading Rainbow era of, you know, this is the stuff we grew up on. This is the stuff they encouraged us to learn. They don't encourage that anymore unless you actively look for it. But yeah, this was Reading Rainbow style stuff, and I'm looking forward to it. Like, come on, it's all the signs and synchronicities. American Black folklore. I'm an American, half African American, living in Virginia, and I am a Leo. And this definitely gave me deja vu vibes. Like, I don't remember it, but it's very familiar. So I'm looking forward to looking at it, because I think that I've recently been told to look into folk tales and folklore to reconnect with past versions of myself. And I don't really know anything about the African American side of my family, because I don't know anything about my biological father's side. So that's a whole like question mark in regards to my history. So hence how I ended up getting my DNA through 23andMe, to then find out that, fun fact, I have a less than 1% of my DNA, I do believe, that is termed as unidentifiable or something along that line. So that to me means starseed DNA that you guys have no clue where it came from, because you don't have anything to compare it to. So I have like 51% that I think is Caucasian, 49% that's African American, meaning like different sects and populations, like Nigerian and different areas, Congolese, like different things. Like, I have a very long, extensive list of things that I am, to where I was like, wow, like very much a child of the world. My ancestors were all over the place. Like, I don't even know how some of this stuff even happened to find a way, given how travel happened back then. The only thing I can think of is maybe like the Silk Road and stuff like that, because it's a lot. So anyway, at this time, I'm going to ask for some additional protection. Also, speaking, spell, air. So, Archangel Michael, Archangel Raguel, I call upon you at this time. I ask you for your protection to shield me from negative energy. Let no persons or beings send negativity towards me. Their weapons, whether physically or spiritually, will never prosper. And I never really stick to an exactly, script when it comes to that. Like I said previously, I just do what feels right to me. And the energy feels good. So I'm wondering about what this reading is going to be about. Okay, this is a lot, but I'm going to go with it. So the first card is the Page of Pentacles in reverse. So let me get my glasses on. All right, well, I'm nearsighted and that doesn't really work. I'm gonna have to figure this whole eye thing out. As I get older, it's starting to become a real problem. All right, Page of Pentacles in reverse. There's some bad news and earthly matters happening, some money problems, there's ignorance, someone who does not appreciate you. So that's who this is back in that karmic energy. Someone that took you for granted, someone that did not appreciate you is now about to get some really bad news here in the 3D earthly plane. They are going through Earth School right now. They are going through Earth School, probably some tower moments. And usually in the tower moments, because like I said, I've already had my tower moment. It's right here. Lost it all. Had to believe it was going to get better and had to let the situation go and let them do what they were going to do. That's what's happening over here. You have to let this person have their tower moment and learn their lesson. Because if you get involved, you're going to pick up their karma and you're going to go through it too. Hey, chances are they're having a tower moment right now because of you and people like you. Because chances are they were narcissists and they took advantage of people and all that karma built up and now they are having a tower moment. It's bad news for them in the 3D school. They are learning a lesson right now. Chances are it has to do with their money, and they were ignorant in the way that they handled their relationships with people. No. Look at you. No new job. None of that. Nothing. You ain't getting nothing. But that tower, your world crumbling. Oh, this is still very much that energy. Reverse Magician. The karmics are struggling today, so I guess there's a lot of instant karma happening today. Blocked. Creativity. Not learning from past mistakes. Weakness. Indecision. Frustration. Delays. 1333 on the timer. 3s. Ascendant Masters. Talk to them. They're there. Ask them for help. Guidance. Yeah. This energy that has been all up in the collective's energy is looking like they're going to have some struggling. Next card, 4 of Pentacles, budgeting. Yes. Probably them. They probably going to have to figure out how to budget. If they having money problems and they ain't got no new job opportunities, it might be a time to where they may need to start budgeting. Or on the flip side, this could have to do with the collective. Maybe you're in a situation to where you just lost a job. Your whole life is being turned upside down. You may feel like you're going through a tower moment right now. Find a balance. You may have to budget your money going into the future to make sure that you come out on top the best way possible. 4 of Pentacles, holding on to people, possessions, issue, deep-seated past issues. So that's it. If you feel like you're going through something right now, this is a wake-up call. And if you see this message, this is a wake-up call for you to do some self-reflection. Probably specifically 1444 angel number. Call upon your angels. They're there to help you. Specifically in this time period, if you feel like you're going through a tower moment, this is the time to reassess how you got there. Maybe take some personal accountability and be like, yeah, maybe I wasn't the best person in the situation. Maybe I could have handled it a little bit better. Or, you know, you're healing from childhood trauma. You need to do that so you don't project and take that shit into your future. Because I'm telling you, and that's something that I was triggered last night. I had to actually stop and talk to my friend, and I did not, hopefully they didn't take it as me like lashing out at them, but like I said, when I get overly stimulated, it makes me extremely irritable. And when I know that about myself, and that's more often than not why I will have some headphones with me, specifically when I go into public places, because I have to put music on to tune everything out, because sound gets very heightened. And the louder and the more heightened that sound gets, 1555, 5 big changes, the more irritable I get, and then it turns into anger and rage, and then I get reactive. And now that I know that about myself, I can catch myself so that that doesn't happen. Well, last night I was put into a position to where I couldn't get away from it. I didn't have my headphones, and I was in the middle of trying to focus on doing something while all of this is happening, which only exasperates it more, because I'm trying to focus and accomplish something, but I'm being overly stimulated, which is how I know I'm on the autism spectrum. I just had to learn how to mask it throughout my life, and no one bothered to check to see if it was something that was happening. Like, I'm a late in life self-diagnosed ADHD person. So now knowing that about myself, also CPTSD, like I've got a multipass of mental things. But now knowing these things about myself, that also helps me tap into my gifts. Reference my video about mental health being weaponized against spirituality, because it's a very real thing. 1707 on the timer. But anyway, you may have to deal with some past trauma, some childhood trauma, so you can stop looking at the world through the lens that you were preconditioned to look to it through it as. So holding on to people, possessions, issues, deep-seated past issues, hoarding, stinginess, control, possessiveness, financial stability, financial security, saving for big purchases or retirement, greed, materialism, and wealth. And so they're like I was saying, and the channeled message that I did yesterday from where they pulled me out of the shower, yeah, that happened too yesterday. I was in the middle of taking a shower, getting ready for my afternoon, and I got an additional download, a part 2, if you will, to the whole mental health being weaponized against spirituality. And it talked about how narcissists and empaths are two sides of the same coin. That's what this right here is. This budgeting is two sides of the same coin. Like, if you are on the narcissistic side that has not learned your lesson, and you're going through your tower moment right now, this is you. You're holding on to people, you're being possessive, you have deep-seated past issues that you need to get over, you're hoarding them in your psyche, which is making you project onto people. You got a stinginess because you're more materialistic than anything else. You probably value materialism over people. You have control issues, a level of greed and materialism, specifically in regards to money and material objects. On the empath side, you're starting to find that you're creating financial stability and security for yourself because you're saving for something big. You want to have wealth for your retirement. You are finding a way to budget things within your life. So that's what this card means for either or, whichever. Up, Queen of Pentacles. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Pentacles mean money. Money, money, money. Money, 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 money. Money. Yes, girl. Yes. Confirmation from my cat. Abundance. Yes. Fertility, prosperity, sensuality, responsibility, creativity, wealth, common sense. You got some common sense? You're finally finding a way to think outside of the ego and look past yourself and find some fucking common sense, making some like decent decisions with your life finally. Nurturance. Yeah, you're being nurturing to everybody because you're living from your natural state, your divine feminine energy, which is to be a nurturer or healer, to go out into this world in love, to give people love, to spread God consciousness, to have it reflected and amplified. 2020 on the timer. Someone concerned with the welfare of others. A capable woman who is both a mother and a businesswoman, so she can do it all. She brings home the bacon and she knows how to fry it. Like, come on, this is the type of woman you need in your life. Personally, I'm looking for that kind of energy, just saying. I mean, I'm usually that type of energy for myself and other people, but hey, it'd be nice to find that in someone else. But for now, I'm completely okay with living in that energy myself. I'm saying I definitely am someone that's concerned with everyone collectively. I think that that is where we need to be as far as consciousness within the collective, spreading it within the world. Like, we need to get rid of that ego, that masculine, that toxic masculinity. That's not where it's at. We need that divine, feminine, high priestess, princess of ethers shit. Like, we need that regal, like, these people are beneath me, these peasants type energy. Not like from a place of thinking that you're better than everybody, but from a place of knowing that you are, I guess, because you live yourself and your life from a place of love, compassion, community, support, knowledge, like commitment for yourself and your fellow man and the state of where the world is going. You're not thinking from your ego and just yourself and your materialism and your money, you know. Some people just don't get it yet. That's not the state of being. That is not what wealth and true happiness is. When you're looking for it and exterior factors such as wealth and materialism, you're looking for it in the wrong places. You can't take that shit with you. None of that stuff is going to take care of you when you're sick. Just saying, 22, 24 on the timer. When you're sick, is your car going to come in there and take care of you when you can't take care of yourself? Or when you're depressed, is that dollar bill going to come in there and sit next to you and make you feel better? Let you vent to it, tell you that it's going to love and support you? No, that's not wealth to me. To me, that's a prison. Like, what is the thing? More money, more problems? Nah, I'm good. I'd love to have money, you know, to pay for my basic needs. I'm a person of simple means, but if I ever were to get a lot of money, I would absolutely take, you know, and pay for my basic needs, and then the rest of it I would absolutely like put back into the community and other people and businesses and things like that to collectively, one, learn new knowledge and spread it among other people, create job opportunities for other people, places of security, safe spaces. Like, I'm very community oriented in my way of thinking. That's what I would do with my money. So as I'm saying that, community, but it was in reverse, so I'm going to read it in the reverse. Unhappy families, postpone, canceled reunions, leaving home, a pause to relax, narrow-mindedness, and disapproval. Well, like I said, these cards are very much about that karmic energy today. It looks like they're not going to be having, like I said, a lot of tower moments. A lot of tower moments for these people. And like I said, you're going to have to let them, even if it hurts you to know that they are going through this, you have to let them go. You have to let them experience this, because if you don't, like I said, not only will you be taking on their karma and them taking your energy away from you simultaneously, but they're truly not going to have their tower moment because you're not going to allow them to have it. The divine has been trying to get you out of the way. Basically, they saw an accident coming. They pulled you by your collar and tried to pull you out of the way, like me with the deer last night. I honestly, absolutely believe that that was we were divinely protected in that moment. So let it happen. Let the universe protect you. Let the universe remove this person from your life right now, and you focus on yourself and what's being brought to you naturally, and let this person have their moment. Let them have their tower moment, because they need to have it in order to wake up. You were their instant walking karma. You were that earth angel that was here on this earth unbeknownst to them, and maybe even unbeknownst to yourself, because you might not be awakened right now. You might not know what's going on, or you might just be beginning your journey and trying to figure out what's going on. Hey, guess what, chosen one, star seed, anointed one, if that's what you choose to call yourself. If not, you're just a good fucking person with a good heart, and somebody tried to take advantage of you and screw you over. Well, now they're going to have karma because of that. 2555. So let them get their karma. Let them have their tower moment, because sometimes people do not wake up until it's happening to them. They can't relate to your experience until it's happening to them. So let them know what it feels like, so they can wake the fuck up too. Narcissism, empaths, two sides of the same coin. Maybe they needed that tower moment to wake the fuck up so they could become an empath and pull themselves out of that dark energy. But you're never going to know if you don't give them the opportunity. If you're a shadow worker, meaning you've been through the depths, you've already seen the darkness, you navigated through it, and now you're back at the light. You are a shadow worker. You were able to go back into the darkness, find the people that are in the darkness, and lead them out of the shadows to the light. They can learn it. You guys can tag team it up and rinse and repeat for as many people as you need to do it for. That's what some people's life purpose is. That's their whole reasoning. When you break it down, I am very much probably more of a shadow worker than I am a light worker, because I have a lot of dark feminine energy. Like my Lilith Morgan energy is very much there. My Medusa Persephone shit, it is very much there. And when it is triggered, I am very Maleficent about my shit. I'm very Cruella de Vil about my shit. Like, I can keep it cute, 2727. That's the repeating cycle for the exterior factors around you. Let them repeat their cycle. Let them have their karma moments, their tower moments. You stay in your bubble with your soul tribe and you focus on yourself. You may be going through a villain era because you are being that way. You are setting boundaries and standing up for yourself. That's going to come off to other people like you're the bad guy. So you know what? Be like the Billie Eilish song. Be the bad guy. I'm the bad guy. Duh. Like, let them think that. Who cares what they think? You over there minding your own business, staying in your own lane, and they're mad about that because their life is falling apart and they don't understand that they're the reason. They are the reason their lives are falling apart, but they want to look at you and blame you. The only reason that they can blame you is because you were protected. Your ancestors, your spirit team, the Most High was not effing around about you, and now they got to find out. They thought it was a game, and now they got to find out. No. That's the Lord. Take it up with the Lord and have a conversation with them, because you're getting that karma because they heard and saw things that we did not. This shady shit y'all were doing in the dark and behind closed doors. Somebody was witnessing that, and now you got to pay for it. So go ahead and live your unhappy lives, your unhappy family situations that are being postponed or canceled. You're not having reunions with anyone right now at this point. You may have to leave your home because you have a narrow-minded point of view. You don't see what the problem is with yourself. And you got disapproval for life, and life has disapproval for you. So grow up, learn, grow, get into your tower moment. And it might not be you, but somebody that's in your life that's having this karmic ass energy. Let them do their shit. If you don't, you're going to get all that. And I'm pretty sure you don't want to be unhappy. Next. Yeah. They are not in that temperance energy. We're in that temperance energy. They are not. This reading is all about them karmics. They're, because like I said, from the reading yesterday and me knowing my cats fighting with each other, just feeling the energy, the karmics are out there. You might not see them immediately in your face, but trust and believe they are worried about what you're doing. Out there stalking, all up in your business right now, all up in it. I've been seeing the gnats all around. So that's, surveilling spirits. And I know for a fact because I got a confirmation last night, at least from one of them. But in my case, I'm pretty sure I have probably about 3 different situations at least. Possibly a lot more than that now since I've started creating content online and stuff. But I know 3 personal relationships for sure that I know are in the background monitoring everything that I'm doing right now. Hey guys, is the show great? Welcome to the show. Like, subscribe, follow, share. Help me with that glow up that you are watching happen right now. Be mad, be jealous, I don't care. But the more you keep on sending your negativity and your evil eye to me, the more it's going to come back to you. So get right with yourself and focus on yourself and do what you need to do for yourself. That is the PSA from me today. Have your tower moment, grow the fuck up, and maybe start having something happen for you. Especially if you think you're going to have any type of relationship with me, please. And these people know what it is. Grow up, do some self-reflection, heal yourself, and maybe we can talk about things. If you can't do that, I don't have any temperance for you. Nothing. And this is the energy that these karmics sitting in right now. Imbalance, self-indulgence, excess, clashing, a lack of perspective, discord. They're in a very antagonistic energy. They're recklessness and hasty. Yes, one of them last night was very impulsive and decided to make their presence known on one of my posts because they're a covert narcissist. So they put themselves into a position to try to be like, hey, everybody, look, I'm the great one. I made this happen. Yes, a covert narcissist purchased those tickets for me to go to the concert because they tried to manipulate the situation because they were in the background stalking my profile and knew I wanted to go to the concert. So tried to use that as a manipulation tactic to reinsert themselves into my life. And since I knew exactly what was going on and I wanted to go to the concert, and I'm very much about hey, the universe is giving you what you wanted, maybe not in the way that you wanted it, but the opportunities being presented to you type of person, I was like, sure, I'll take your tickets, but that doesn't mean that I accept you back into my life. So yeah, I got the tickets. So there's the credit for you narcissists, everybody. So I got the tickets from a narcissist that thought that they were going to use it to manipulate me. When they did not get a response out of me, they were antagonistic and came on the post of a video from the concert and decided to carrot. If you know, you know. Thank you, narcissist, for the tickets. You were the hero in that situation. But you were not the hero in my childhood. So if you know, you know. The narcissist got me the tickets, guys. They are the hero of the situation. But they were also being manipulated by the divine to do exactly what needed to be done so that those tickets manifested for me. So you played right into the orchestration of the divine timing. Had nothing to do with me, but thanks. You were a key in manifesting those tickets for me. So why don't you go over there with your antagonistic ass attitude, your reckless behavior, and your hastiness, and have your tower moment and grow up, and maybe we could talk about having a relationship. Like I said, let me know when family therapy is going to happen, okay? I'll show up there. But right now, you're just puffing smoke and telling me lies and words. I don't believe you. Actions, I don't believe you. Throwing money and tickets at me ain't gonna make it happen. You can give me all the money and all the tickets in the world. That does not mean I need to accept you into my life. I'm not your therapist. I'm not gonna problem solve for you. I'm not gonna hold your hand. Do the work, Peggy. Thank you. 34:44 on the timer. Ascendant angels. Reverse justice. You will not be getting justice. It's not going to go the way that you think it's going to go. And I know that you're watching, so this is a message for you karmics. All you little lurking fucking spies in the background. The karmics